I'll be installing a TV on the wall without having wires hanging all over. I'll be placing this TV mount right here where you can see the X. I'll run all the utilities up to the X. I'll cut a hole in the drywall and place in this box. I'll be getting the power from this outlet right here. I'll need to cut the wall out down underneath this machine and then bring the wires across. On the wall I have where the studs are, so I'm gonna have to pass through at least 3 studs to get here. The first wire will go from here to right on the stud here. You know, the stud goes up here, so I'll do some exploratory cuts. Now I can feel where that stud is. It's right there. I'll cut out until I have the stud right here on the edge. I can cut a hole for the box. I'll cut a hole to minimum size. When I'm done here, I'll probably have a double box, not a single. Get through the stud, I'll probably continue over this way. When you're cutting into the wall, you want to make sure you can feel the edge of the blade because you don't want to hit any wires. You only want to go as far as you can see or feel. That way I can snake a wire all the way from here to the TV. I'll go straight down. I'll use this tape measure as a plumb bob. When I'm cutting in with a knife, at least that's not long enough to typically cut a wire. I want to cut out as little drywall as possible. Because the insulation is foam, I'm probably going to have to cut all the way up. I can't snake a wire on foam. If there's not too many screws in the drywall, I may be able to reuse this piece of drywall. The wire's about 30 inches up, so it'll be in the foam or behind the foam. I'll chip out that foam nice and careful. I'll chisel it out with a screwdriver because I don't want to hit a wire and break it, cut it. We'll keep cutting the channel. We'll pull it out and save these pieces. Anytime you're cutting with a saw, you could cut wires, so make sure that you can feel back in there. We're starting to see the path of where the wires are gonna go. The next cut, I know there's wires in here. I can go up and feel them. I don't want to hit the wires, so only a knife on this one. Everything's opened up all the way to the box now. We'll install the box for the TV. I'll score these lines until this opens up. Cutting out walls is never fun. I'll run this Cat 5 cable down there as well. The computer will be in this case. I'll have to take an HDMI cable up and into the box. It'll come through this little hole here. I'll chisel out the foam so this will fit in. I'll use a blunt screwdriver just in case there's a wire back there. Back behind the foam is where the wires are. We'll dig out the foam so the wires can go through. The box will fit in there real nice. The mount for the TV will go over the utilities. It'll screw in right over top of it. Whenever I use one of these voltage testers, I always use it on a live circuit. Make sure it's working. Then I can check it on the circuit that I'm working on. This one's dead. Check all the circuits. Now that everything's opened up, we can start wiring everything. While I'm running all the wiring, I'll go ahead and put an outlet here. That way I'll have 110, 220 right next to it. If you attach the box to a piece of wood with a hole through it, you can place it in. You can glue the box in so it's nice and secure and then drywall screw it really securely. I'll make one of these. Trace the outline of the box. When you cut it, you want to make it as tight as possible to the box. Cut it out with a jigsaw. You want to cut the hole a little small at first. These boxes taper a little bit. Take off the material until it just fits. You can see it's starting to fit in there real nice and tight. You want it tight, but you want it to stick out about a ½ inch for the drywall. If you do make it a little bit too loose, you can add shims in there. We can slide the wooden plate into place, position it exactly where you need it to go. We can use epoxy glue or liquid nails to glue the metal to the wood. Position the box exactly where it needs to go, then you can screw it in. Once this box is in, it's very secure, unlike these little plastic boxes that flex. Now before I close everything up, I'll make sure that it functions as it should. If you're looking at installing a TV without wires hanging down, these are the basics.